shoulder sports, or combat sports to be specific, and that's wrestling. Its origins date back as far as the 12th century, and since then, we have seen it evolve. The more mainstream ones, such as Greco-Roman and freestyle wrestling, are now Olympic sports. It has also been popularized through entertainment programs such as the World Wrestling Entertainment Series. What we are going to introduce today is an ancient style called catch wrestling. But please do not try to replicate any moves that you are about to see.
Submission. 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 That's the essence of catch wrestling. Developed in Britain during the late 1800s, it is one of the most ancient forms of wrestling. Due to its overly aggressive moves, it was later banned and the sport found itself overtaken by professional wrestling in the early 20th century. But catch wrestling went through a revival of late with some modifications.
We revived it because we believe it's a very ancient style of wrestling that we didn't want it to die out. So what we did to revive it was that we basically restricted certain locks or certain submissions so that it made it a little bit more palatable for people in the sporting segment.
Just last month, catch wrestling made its first public appearance in Singapore when a 4-man exhibition tournament was staged at a local shopping mall. What is the difference between catch and other forms of wrestling? The key difference is that catch wrestling has a submission component, while Greco-Roman and freestyle do not. In a typical catch wrestling match, two competitors will wrestle in a 20-minute round. You can only win by either a pin or a submission.
Now, pins are basically defined by putting a person on their back, both shoulders on the mat for 2 seconds. That considers it as a pin. So submissions is when you put on a lock on somebody and you basically force them to yield. If they don't yield, then basically they're going to be in terrible pain.
There are a few moves that catch wrestlers use to take down their opponents, and here's one of them.
One of the moves that is very signature to the catch wrestling style is it's a technique called flying mare. So basically you start in a clinch position, and when you push into your opponent, you're expecting the person to push you back. It's just an action-reaction principle. So when they push back into you, basically you can go onto your knees, and that sudden drop in level will cause your opponent to roll over your back. And in that sense, you have taken him down, and then it transitions very well into a pin.
What many might not know is some of the moves seen in WWE actually originated from catch wrestling. Even exponents from the highly popular mixed martial arts or MMA use some form of catch wrestling in their fighting repertoire. Some might even say it is on par or even superior to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But catch wrestling isn't just a sport, it's also a form of self-defense.
From the word go, it's a lot of submissions after another and a lot of use of pain to actually control the counterparty. I think training in any form of martial arts gives you more discipline as well, and also some form of empowerment to know that if ever there's a need to protect yourself or your loved ones, you have that ability to do so if necessary.
Now, there are about 20 people between the ages of 15 and 55 practicing catch wrestling in Singapore.
Switching gears now.